Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Vasette. This is Outdoors with V. I'd like to officially welcome everyone to my channel for the very first time. Obviously, this is my very first upload. I look forward to sharing my experience with you as I get to camp. I'll be leaving here shortly. Just wanted to take this time to say hello, welcome you to my channel. With that said, I'm on my way now. I'll see y'all again soon. Hello again, everyone. Once again, my name is Vasette. This is Outdoors with V. Welcome to the campsite. We are here. I'm going to go ahead and set up camp, unpack the truck. Just wanted to say hello again. I'll bring you guys back soon. See you in a bit. It's beautiful out here. Probably pulled in deep down that dirt road there. It was probably like 2 miles, and so I didn't want to bore you guys with that trip up here, but I'm finally in here. Just to give you an idea of where I'm at, I am in Albemarle County here in the western part of the state I live in, which is Virginia. We're kind of nestled in the mountains here, definitely in the valley. It's a warm day. It's about 80 degrees or so, maybe 77, 78 degrees. A little humid, so it definitely feels hotter. But just kind of wanted to show you guys around. So we're just kind of in the middle of a field in the forest here. This again is the North Face Wilwana 4. I have the 6-person as well. I've got a lot of experience with that one. It's a really good tent. So you can see the mesh here. You got mesh here, you got mesh there, and I got this thing opened up. I used my green elephant poles here to take out the door, to stake out the door as an awning. So that's pretty cool. So I have some extra shade down here. I got my one tiger's chair out so I can relax. Just drinking some cold water. All right, everyone. So camp is all set up. The reason why I created this channel is real simple. Just like everyone else who does this sort of content, we love the outdoors. The best way I can explain it is everyone has an outlet. You know, whether you're watching your favorite TV show after a long day of work or a long week, whether you're going to the beach to hang out, listen to the waves, lay out on the sand, whether you're reading a book, this is mine. This is my outlet right here. I love being outdoors. I've been doing trips like this. I've been camping, fishing. I've been doing things like this my entire life. With my dad, when I was a kid, we would just literally sleep under the stars all night, and fish all night. And so, you know, as a kid, I love being outside. It just, you know, it kept me out of trouble, to be honest. I decided to create the channel to record these experiences, these adventures, share it with you. I plan to go on more trips, obviously, record more content, upload it here, and I really look forward to, you know, all of the feedback and all the people that I'm eventually going to meet. I'm going to decide what I'm going to eat for lunch. I did bring a couple items with me. One thing I am excited about, though, is dinner. I'm going to cook a good dinner tonight. So I'm going to decide what I'm going to eat for lunch, and I'll bring y'all back. All right, so as y'all saw there, I elected to go with Trailtopia Adventure Food, the jambalaya meal by them. So this has rice, sausage, chicken, shrimp, tomato, green bell pepper, celery with spicy Creole seasoning. Let's give this a shot. Stir it up a little bit more. Get all that seasoning. Show y'all what it looks like there. It's not bad. It does need a little bit more salt. Maybe if I stir it around, stir it up a little bit more, get all the seasoning from the bottom. I can definitely taste the Creole. It's got a good spice to it, but I think it needs salt. Just made a mess. It's not bad. It's not bad. It just needs salt. But anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this meal. We'll try to enjoy this meal, and I'll bring y'all back after I eat. Talk to you in a minute. Hey everyone, we are back. We are inside my tent. I figured I'd show everyone around a little bit inside of here, show you some of the gear that I like to bring with me on these kinds of trips. Here I have just a day pack. That is a Field & Stream brand. Dick's Sporting Goods used to sell it back in the day. Field & Stream actually wasn't that good of a brand at all, to be honest, but this backpack in particular, this item in particular, it's a great backpack. It's one of my favorite bags. This is my sleep system here. I did not pull out my sleeping bag. I just have the, I think this brand is called Rumple. It's a pretty warm, small blanket. Teton Sports sleeping pad. And my pillow is the Sea to Summit Arrows pillow. It's a great pillow. Inflatable. Love this pillow. And then the cot is One Tigress, which is one of my favorite outdoor brands. Their camping and outdoor gear, honestly, for the price, really hard to beat. Over here, I always have a small tarp with me. And the reason being is because I don't like to walk around in my tent with my shoes on. So once I walk in, I take my shoes off right on this tarp. I believe this tarp came with a cheap Coleman tent that I got years ago. I'm talking like, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago. And I took this piece out and I'm like, what is this? You know, where does this even go? So I just assumed, hey, it's like a mat for shoes, so you don't get you don't get prints everywhere, right? So this bag here, this is just a Cabela's bag. I keep this bag. This is where I put all my coffee. I put my fuel in here, my coffee cup, the fuel, and the Soto stove that you saw me use earlier to boil the water for the jambalaya. That's all in there. I basically call that my cooking kit, coffee kit bag. I carry it with me pretty much everywhere. And in the storage container there, I keep extra clothes, batteries for the GoPro. You can see I'm charging a battery right now with one of my power banks. So, but charging cords in there, you know, and a sleeping bag just in case I need it. Let's see, extra clothes, extra cordage, towels, toilet paper, just everything I need during a truck camping trip. So that Target bag there, that's just extra snacks. I got a cooler with my dinner in there tonight. I got my little fan. This fan is awesome. I got it from Amazon. I'll show you this fan. So if it gets too hot in here, you know, I'll use this. This thing lasts forever once it's fully charged. I'll even use this fan like when it's really cold for the, I have a Mr. Buddy heater. So it's really good at circulating heat inside your tent, you know, when it's really cold. I don't like to put the cot legs directly on the tent, even though they are sort of rubber or sort of plastic. I still like to have some sort of barrier in between so I don't ruin the tent floor. So I have a one Tigris tarp / ground sheet underneath. So anyways, that's all my stuff here. Again, I didn't really go into much detail. The chair I'm using, not sure if I went over this, but one Tigris chair, and I have a GCI Outdoors table. I've had that forever. Love that. And when I hang out, I like to put my stuff on a tarp just as a barrier. Also so that the feet on the table and the chair don't sink into the ground. So, just so everybody knows, you've probably already noticed the fences. Let's see. Some barbed wire, you might have seen it in the background. You might have noticed that little half barn behind me there that has a bunch of firewood in it. And the reason it's all like this all used to be farmland. And these fences here, these were already here for the cattle. And really the only animals here that are being looked after or kept are horses. Hello! How y'all doing? Y'all are beautiful. I won't mess with you. I'm just checking y'all out. Look at all this land y'all got. See y'all later. There we go. right, guys, we got this fire going. It's nice and hot. It doesn't need to be any hotter than this because it's like 77 degrees out here, humid. Figured I'd sit down, talk to you guys for a bit, tell you a little bit more about myself. I am 36 years old. I have 3 kids. I'm happily married. My kids are 4, 3, and 2. They all recently just had birthdays. 1 in January, 1 in March, 1 in April. And as you can imagine, having 3 kids that young, that close together, it can be a handful. But we love them to death. I was telling you guys earlier about outlets. My wife has her outlet. She does what she needs to do, and I do this. Work isn't the only stress. Sometimes being a parent is stressful. You obviously don't regret it. You love being a parent, but sometimes, you do have to have some me time. And for me, that's what this is. I'll tell you this, if you're new to camping, like doing something like this, something simple like this, it's like the best thing ever. Come out here in temperatures like this. Come out here and maybe even on a cooler day. So, yesterday it rained like crazy, so it's pretty humid out here. It's really muggy. But go out on a really nice day, pitch your tent, park right next to it, bring some food, and just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. That meal I had earlier, I'm still like really full from it. And that was hours ago. So I definitely not gonna make my my dinner until probably until it gets dark. Might as well tell you what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm doing a New York strip, mushrooms, and onions. And I brought some olive oil. I'm gonna cook it up real good. I'm probably gonna cook in my cast iron skillet. I love that thing. On my butane stove. I brought it. Might as well do it. I love cooking on fires as well. But since I have this table, I might just cook over there. So and just leave this to burn and have it, keep it nice and hot, and just keep feeding it. That way later on, I can just sit and enjoy while I'm eating my dinner. The trick to successful camping is not just, knowing how to set up your gear or knowing how to set up a fire and all that other good stuff. It's real simple. Keeping your stuff organized. It's so important to know where all your stuff is because the moment you need it, you want to know where it's at. You want to stay organized, whether it's with pull-out pouches, backpacks, storage containers, Ziploc bags, coolers, whatever the case is. Reason why I say that is I'm going to take a short break because I'm going to start organizing a couple things. I'm going to take this time to clean up a little bit, organize my stuff. That way when I do leave out here tomorrow, it's just loading stuff in the vehicle and rolling out. So, see y'all in a bit. All right, everyone. It's snack time. I got Kate's Real Food, oatmeal, cranberry, and almond. Really good stuff. So I'm going to tear this up because I am actually getting a little hungry. I worked up a sweat cleaning everything up. The inside of my truck was a bigger mess than I thought. Like everything was just out of place. So I spent some time organizing, putting some things away. Here we go. Oh man. That's so good. It's perfect for right now because, like I said, I'm a little hungry, but I'm not starving to the point where I want to eat my dinner just yet. And besides, I like that nighttime effect. When I cook and when I eat, it just feels better. You know what I mean? Especially when you're camping. So. All right, guys. Dinner is served. Check it out. Medium rare New York strip. Mushrooms and onions. Oh, man. I don't know what it is, but anytime you cook food outside, it always tastes better. Like, I don't know what it is. You know, I don't know if it's the air, if it's just being out in nature, but I mean, it's just, it's awesome. I'll tell you, it's a beautiful night now. It's cooled down a little bit. It's not humid anymore. So it's really nice. All right, guys, so I'm going to finish eating. I'm not going to make you watch me eat the whole time, so I'll bring y'all back when I want to make this fire bigger. Good evening, everyone. It is pitch black. I'm out here enjoying the fire. Just cleaned up after dinner. That dinner was amazing. It was incredible. Like I was telling y'all, like cooking, eating, all that good stuff is always better outside. I don't know what it is, but it was incredible. So we're at the fire. It's nighttime, and I guess I will tell a story, a true story. So, you know, I want to talk about my childhood and what kind of introduced me to being outdoors, and that was doing night fishing with my dad. So my dad worked at a recycling company, and the recycling company had a pier, and the pier was overlooking our major river here in Virginia, the James River, right over it. And so, you know, sometimes during breaks, the guys at my dad's work would just go fishing for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever the case is, to see what they would catch. A friend of my dad's said to him that one time he was doing some night fishing after work. It was dark, and he caught this massive catfish he was telling my dad about. And so my dad was like, you know what? I'm going to bring my son out here, and we're going to do some fishing. So long story short, we brought a big, like this huge net, and we had these catfish rods. And at first we would cast from the pier, but every time we felt something biting, we couldn't reel it in, because we would reel it in, and then the line would get almost perfectly vertical to the pier, and it would get caught on something. So what we ended up doing, there was a ladder that took you down to the river from the bottom of the pier. There was like this hole in the pier. You just lift up this latch, and you go down this ladder. My dad and I go down this ladder, and we're fishing, you know, and we're casting, and then finally we get this huge, I'm talking like massive bite. This fish is like tugging away. I mean, I'm talking like crazy strength. And so my dad's like yelling at me, like, "Come on, help me, you know, let's reel this fish in." So he goes, "I'm gonna reel, you get ready with the net." So he's pulling, he's reeling, he's pulling, he's reeling, doesn't want to let it go. Finally, this huge catfish surfaces from the river, and it's like, I mean, I don't even, guys, we didn't weigh this thing, we didn't measure it, we were just out there fishing. It was massive, okay? And so I put it in the net, and this thing is struggling, this thing is fighting, it's struggling. Finally, it comes off the hook into the net, breaks the net, goes back in the river. And my dad is just pissed. He's like, "Oh man, I can't believe we just did all that work." But it was, for me, it was really fun. It was really fun. And so, without rambling on and telling you more about that story, I'll end by saying this. It was like midnight, okay? And we're out there, just the two of us, trying to catch fish. Long story short, guys, we would fish at night, sleep under the stars, wake up, 6 a.m., fish again, and we just had a blast. We just had a blast. And I'll treasure those moments with my dad for sure. I have 2 sons, so I have 3 kids, 2 sons, 1 daughter. And I look forward to bringing my sons out there and making memories like I did with my dad. Introduce the outdoors to them that way, and then maybe it will translate into this like it did for me. So my daughter can come too. Hey, my daughter can come too if she wants. They all can come, you know, when they reach a certain age, and we'll get out there and have a good old time. Anyways, that's my story. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys, but that's really what, you know, introduced me to the outdoors, and, you know, that was the exposure I got as a kid, and it translated into camping, into hiking, into more fishing, you know, going to the beach, just doing as many things outside as I could growing up, and, you know, just being an adult doing all that. So, all right, that's enough talking. I'm going to enjoy this fire. All right, everyone, we're back in the tent here. I went ahead and shut all the windows, most of the vents except the top 2. The reason for that is it's supposed to rain around midnight or so till about 4 in the morning, and then it's supposed to pick back up around 6 in the morning until about 8. So yeah, I want to be safe. You know, definitely don't want any rain getting in here. It seems like a great tent. I do see that it is seam taped where it needs to be. And I can tell you one thing, this floor, it feels really durable. Like, it almost feels like a utility tarp. I can tell you, I mean, just by, you know, standing on it, you know, with my, you know, bare feet and just, you know, feeling it with my hands. I mean, it's definitely waterproof. No water is getting through this floor. You know, the tent walls, they feel, you know, great as well. So it's going to be a good test just to see how waterproof this tent is. I can tell you the six person version of this tent, I've had it out in a rainstorm before. It did very well, 100% waterproof. So I don't see why this tent, you know, won't be able to perform the same way, but we will see. We will see. I'm going to call it a night here shortly, but I do want to discuss what the plan is in the morning. So as soon as I wake up, I'm going to eat some breakfast. I think the plan is going to be oatmeal and definitely some coffee. This tent is so well ventilated that I can probably just put my stove right here on my table and boil my water for the oatmeal and for the coffee, and just kind of hang out and relax and enjoy the rain, listen to the rain, and just chill out for a little bit until it's time to go. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys, it's time for me to go to bed. I'm getting pretty sleepy. It is about 10 p.m. or so. So I'm going to bed. Had a great time with everyone today. Enjoyed the fire, enjoyed the steak dinner. But I'm going to go to sleep, and I will see y'all in the morning. Have a good night.
Good morning, everyone. It's about 6 a.m. and as you can hear, it is raining. Yeah, it's raining pretty good. It's raining pretty good. I'm hearing thunder as well. So anyway, I'm gonna pack up a little bit. I'm going to set my table up, and I will bring you guys back when I make my breakfast and my coffee. All right, guys, coffee's all ready. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's real good. That's good coffee. Good coffee. I need that. Anyway, guys, so it is still raining, and as you can hear, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna skip breakfast, and the reason for that is because it has stopped raining, and then it drizzles, and then it rains like it is now. So I think I'm just gonna wait for it to stop, raining again, and just hurry up and pack the truck up and get out of here. I'll probably just grab something to eat on the way home, but I wanted to take this time to go ahead and say bye to you guys, and I want to say thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that has watched my very first upload. This is the first upload of many. I look forward to sharing my experiences with you again. We're going to be back out here, whether it's this spot, obviously more spots that I know about, but I look forward to sharing that with you all. With that said, I think I'm just going to go ahead and finish up my coffee and, get on out of here. But if you liked what you saw, if you, enjoyed everything you watched here, please hit that like button, and if you want to, and also if you look forward to more episodes, please subscribe to the channel as well. Obviously, it's going to help me out a lot. So anyway, guys, cheers again. Thank you for watching. Till next time, take care.